That's very good. Okay, the next consideration is a consideration of a recommendation for a request of qualifications on a Class A liquor license. And this is one of the issues that I wanted to bring forward. As liquor commissioner, it's my responsibility when there's a license to be given out that I make that decision. When back in the fall, when the TKB 1 license was relinquished by Mr. Tomkowitz because of some violations, that freed a Class A license. And rather than have me simply issue this license to the building and or an individual, I thought it's important to go out for a request for proposals. And we did receive 3, and what I wanted to do is bring that back tonight for discussion and get a sense of where the council is going. The ultimate decisions will still lie with me, but I think it's important that we do discussion and understand the differences between the 3 requests for proposals, and so we can move forward in what's the best interest of the community. So, yes.
Mr. Mayor, it's my understanding that there are several people on both sides of the issue in the audience here tonight, and I think out of respect for them for taking the time to come here, that we should possibly breach our procedure and allow them to help comment during this time.
Absolutely. I've already talked to the city attorney about that today, and though generally we do not have open discussion during these times when we bring them back in ordinance forms, I do think because there are interested parties out there that I would like to have them present. So before we do that, though, I think maybe I've asked Norma to give kind of an overview of some of the, well, let's just hear from the outside. Let's hear from the outside first. Would someone like to come forward? Yes, please state your name and your address.
Mayor, Council, Ms. Gass. Riley Unkin, 513 West State Street in Sycamore is my company address. As you know, I represent Unified Nations. We were very, I guess, disheartened to hear that your recommendation was going to be to issue it to someone else. That's for, I guess, a number of reasons. The first being you're basically taking away what has been a long-standing college bar at that location and turning it into a very small liquor store on the other end of town. Even if it weren't my client who was seeking the license, to me that doesn't make sense. I think there are plenty of packaged liquor stores in this town already. I certainly have not had, and I suspect most of you have not had any problem purchasing packaged liquor. I think the issue is, do we want that license to go to a bar, and do we want it to go to a typically traditionally college bar, as it has been in the past, or do we want to have it go to someone else? I think your recommendation, respectfully, is the wrong decision to make. I think that you have been swayed in large part by information you've received from staff that is not fully accurate. I think that the council has had an opportunity to speak with me more certainly than you have, and I've provided them with as much information as they've requested. I would also point out that in the RFQ that was published, it specifically states that after reviewing the application, the liquor commissioner, with the advice and consent of the city council, will determine which applicant, if any, will be awarded the Class A liquor license. My reading of that is very much like a Senate appointment. The president can appoint someone and can want someone to take a cabinet position, but without the vote of the Senate and without a sufficient vote, I don't think that vests you with the authority to do that. I certainly would not dispute that prior to the RFQ, you had the authority to issue the license, which you denied to my client initially. But by opening it up and by publishing this and by making the statement here that it's subject to the advice and consent of the council, that you will need a decision of 4 members of the council in order to support what it is that you want to do. I'm happy to answer any questions. I know that there are a number of members who have either worked at or come to the bar location previously, and I guess if I could ask anybody who's here in support of Detox or Unified Productions to stand up just for a second. I think this is a pretty significant turnout from a population who knows doesn't come to meetings like this. And the fact that they have taken an interest in this and the fact that they're here to support my client means a lot, both for my client's plan, for what they believe that he will bring to the City of DeKalb, and for what we hope you will give him the opportunity to do. If you have any questions, I can answer them. Otherwise, I'll defer to anyone else that wants to speak.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.